What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. JoeyWerk, Holden Kushner. What more can you ask for? No JJ today, so you got winners from me. You got winners from Holden, hopefully, and you get some comedy. So we're here. Happy Sunday. How's it going, Holden?
Excited. Mookie Betts just hit his 31st home run.
Nice.
The Dodgers are looking good. Love me some Doyers. I don't think there's been a better team on the run line this year. It seems like every time you see they're winning by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, pretty good stuff. What else is going on? I don't know. Well, we're on the same game today. You've got your Braves hat on because you got just a monster bet for them. And yeah, I used to be a Mets fan, but I turned in my card in 2008 after the second collapse. I was actually covering baseball then and being around. It was the worst feeling I've ever had in sports. So I said, until Wilpon sells, I won't be a Mets fan. Then he sold, and I'm still not a Mets fan. It's over. You can't root for a team.
Yeah, you got to love those fair weather fans, right, guys? I used to be a Mets fan. Now I'm not, and now they're good. So I kind of
you're a Yankees fan?
Been a Yankees fan my whole life. I've been a New York Knicks fan my whole life. I've been a New York Giants fan my whole life. I've been a New York Rangers fan my whole life.
Do you bet against the Yankees, though?
At times, yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Okay.
Not today, that's for sure.
You're not betting against them today. That's not going to happen.
No.
Okay.
They probably scored 20 runs and spank them today. Finally, the mojo is back. You know, they went through a little streak, but we'll talk about that when it comes. Shout out to Chatter, Bill Miner, John Doe, our favorite Terry Newhouse, always in the building. Rants, Gregory Russo, Princess Chachu. What up?
So let me give you some weather before we get into this.
Look at his comment.
What's that?
Holden is a douchebag wrapped in a Twinkie.
No, go fuck yourself, Gregory Russo.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. I thought he was a nice guy. He was usually a fan, but then he said a taco. Oh, a Twinkie. Whatever, dude. Let's keep going here, I guess. Let me give you some weather. Apparently it cooled down 5 degrees in DC, but it's still upper 80s. Kind of like that for Reds Nationals. Maybe it balances out these awful lineups that we're going to see. We got another 85 with the Phillies. We got the wind blowing out 10 miles an hour to left field in Kansas City with the Padres and the Royals. So I think we got to keep an eye on that one too. So we got a little nice weather. It's warming up again here. And and then the Mets and the Rockies. Not only do the Rockies have to face the Mets and Max Scherzer, but the winds are blowing in at 10 miles an hour. Joey, I'll tell you this, and I was going back and forth with JJ. First time I ever bet an under 1.5. Now you're laughing at Gregory Russo.
Yeah.
Lighten up, Francis. When DeGrom was pitching, though, first time I've ever bet an under 1.5 team total, and it cashed. So I'm starting to wonder, do we want to go back there? You know?
I mean, after yesterday, they got blanked yesterday by David Peterson in that bullpen. Holy hell. That was my only loss yesterday. I took the Rockies team total over 2.5. They couldn't even friggin'.
Oh, did you? What do we got? It's got to be 1.5 again.
Yeah, it's probably 2.5 again, and you probably get it at plus money today. I'm not going back to it today. I do like Scherzer. This is probably like another low scoring game, 3-4 nothing. Mets win. I cannot trust the Rockies. I prefer the Rockies versus a lefty. Here, I am not going after them. So
let me look at the game lines here. Yeah,
I don't know if we were even talking about that game or you're just talking about your favorite team in the Mets, but we're going to change the top. All right, boom. Put it in there for the people.
I think I got to get this. What did you just change?
Inside the MLB with JoeyWerk. We're putting the header up. It looks plain Jane, all black. You know, you're just a guest on my show now.
Now Gregory's upset. He called me a Twinkie deuce. Oh, a deuce bag. That's not as bad. And he misses JJ. No. So
yeah.
Gregory, I still like you. You know what? Well, under 2.5. Scherzer's going to give up 1 run today. Is the bullpen going to give up 2 runs?
Probably. The bullpen didn't give up many runs last night. They're not that good.
All right. Well, let's talk through this, okay? Because I know you got a bet on the Cincinnati Reds, and I got some bets on this one. Reds favored -115 on the road. Nats 102. Total here is 8.5. Got in at 8. JoeyWerk. Again, these lineups are gross, but it's Patrick Corbin on the hill, so that kind of mitigates any bad lineups, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this is based somewhat of like the normal for the Reds as of late, and I've been finding ways to back them. Actually been pretty successful backing them. Basically, it's the starting pitching matchup, which is the clear advantage for the Reds. I really do like Nick Lodolo. He's pitched really good as of late. He's a lefty, throws hard a lot. He has a very good stuff, strikes out a lot of people. And he's pitched pretty well. He had got hit hard a couple starts, not exactly, but he gave up a couple homers, whatnot. But if he limits the walks, this guy's going to be really good moving forward in his career. He pitched against the Phillies the last 2 starts, went 7 innings strong, 5 hits, 8 strikeouts, no earned, and then came back and pitched them against them in Philly and kind of struggled. Obviously, the guy, he pitches in the Great American Small Park, so when he gets out of there, it's definitely a plus in my book. His numbers that way this year are a little staggered against it, but that's where you got to find spots to bet. So obviously, he's on the road here, out of the small park. Obviously, Washington's still a hitter-friendly park, but does Washington's offense scare me? Definitely not. And on the other end, Patty Corbin, I know he pitched good his last start against San Diego, but San Diego's bats have disappeared a lot as of late. Past that, he's given up at least 4 earned runs in about 10 straight starts. So, yeah, I mean, if you're backing Patty Corbin, God bless you. So I'm taking the Reds on the money line, full game money line. I gave it out last night via Sugar House at -114. I think that should be about available right now.
115 is what I'm seeing, so it's right around there. And then I'll throw my plays out here for this one. I got over 8. It's now 8.5. Let me see here. If I don't want you to buy half run, but if you did, it'd be -130. And then we got Reds over 4.5 team total. So those are my 2 plays from this game. We're both on it. I mean, what could go wrong? The Reds and the Nationals, right? But it's warm there. So Patrick Corbin's on the mound.
You can get over 8 at PointsBet and -115.
Beautiful. That's even better. That's a great number then. And then the other thing, it's warm. And as I like Lodolo too, but there are some guys like Joey Meneses has been killing left-handers. Nelson Cruz can always hit a left-hander. Even Lane Thomas. Cesar Hernandez at the top. So I think the Nationals can do their damage too. That's why I like the total for the game. And over 4.5 for the Reds. So those would be we got a lot. You know what? Now I'm stuck watching this game today, Joey. That's the worst part.
Yeah. God bless.
That's the worst part. Thank you, Ryan, but we know that's not true. Is it warm in Washington? You know what, Terry? It's warm in your upper lip if you got a mustache in Washington. I'll tell you that much, buddy.
People are saying happy birthday, Joey. Guys, it's not my birthday. I don't know what's
happy birthday, dude.
My birthday's in like a month. I don't know what's going on.
It's a bit. It's a bit. They always say that. I don't know what it means. It's a funny bit.
Happy birthday because I kicked JJ off the show. Got it.
What is he doing today, by the way?
He's with the Fax Man. They're playing Monopoly all day, so he couldn't make the show.
We don't want to say that, man.
We went to visit his pops.
He's playing that thing. How's high stakes breaks going, man?
Going great. Yep. I did a solo show last night. We did some baseball. It was a lot of fun. I got a Cunha auto at a 49. Willie Mays at a 5. Pretty cool.
Willie Mays is still signing shit?
No, it wasn't his autograph. It was just a variation card at a 5 that they only made 5 of them. A lot of cool stuff, though. A lot of cool stuff.
I remember when I was in middle school and I got a chance to meet Willie Mays. He was a complete dick. But
really?
He signed a baseball for me, so that's all that mattered.
Same thing with Joe Montana. He has no.
I love Joe Montana.
What? He has no personality whatsoever.
Oh, he was fun, man, because I used to work with his old center, Tim Grunhard, and he'd always tell me, there's nobody I'd rather put my hands between his legs than Tim Grunhard. He made funny jokes about it.
I was in San Diego with him. He was complaining about the seaweed in the water the whole time.
Oh, he's old now.
Yeah.
I met him 20 years ago. He's complaining. Yeah. It's too bad. Rays Red Sox. Rays -105, Red Sox -108. Total here is 8. I do not want to go anywhere with this game. Kluber Pivetta is the pitching matchup. I mean, no. Joey, you got anything on this?
I don't. I think the Red Sox are going to start losing games here down the stretch. Do I really trust the Rays? I think the Rays have overperformed this year. They probably go and lose in the first round of the playoffs. So I'm not really high on the Rays, as you guys know. Pivetta's advanced numbers have been really bad basically all year. His walks are up almost the highest in his career as well. On the other end, Corey Kluber, I know a lot about him, as obviously he's pitched on the Yankees a couple years. his advanced number's not crazy good either. He doesn't walk anybody, which is pretty good. His strikeouts are up as well somewhat, but he did pitch against this team twice this year, and he pitched 12 innings, only allowed 2 total earned runs versus Boston team this year. So I would imagine he comes in there, pitching another start. Obviously, he did have a start earlier in the year. I think he went 5 innings, 4 earned. So 17 total innings, 6 earned runs against his Red Sox team. He probably pitches good here again. The lean is definitely with Tampa Bay, but I am off.
Okay. I just saw your pitcher prop, and I'm going to go tail that right now. I like it a lot. Joey, more games to get to. Phillies, Pirates. Boy, the Phillies are in a nice spot again today. We're not going to bother with the money line here. If you want to take the Pirates plus 245, run line minus 136 for Philly. Total is 8.5. I got to think the team total here is probably 5.5, isn't it? Yeah, 5.5 at just plus money. If I was going to attack it, I guess I'd attack it that way. This Philly offense has been awesome, hasn't it? But is that just a little too, is that one run too many to back 5.5 pregame?
Yeah, I'm definitely not taking that pregame. Hopefully you wait that they don't score in the first or second, and then you can probably get about 3.5 live, if you really wanted to. Another guy I kind of like in Ronzi Contreras. I know he's only had 2 starts. He did get sent down, hurt a little bit sent down.
You like him.
He did struggle. Maybe I guess he had a couple good starts to start, struggled mid-season. They sent him down. Now he's back. This will be his 3rd start coming back. Last 2 starts, he pitched against Boston, 6 innings, 4 earned. Against Atlanta, 7 innings, 2 earned. Another guy at times has trouble locating the zone because a lot of guys with good stuff, that's what happens. His advanced numbers are pretty damn good as well. Do I think he shuts down this Phillies team? Likely not. Under 5.5, though. 5.5 is a high number. And then on the other end, Noah Syndergaard. I do like Syndergaard as well. As everyone knows, he can't hold anybody on. So likely Pittsburgh will be running on him, which they should. So that will put runners in scoring position. So I really don't want to take the Phillies on the money line. Obviously, Harper's back. The Phillies will score some runs here. But I actually do think the Pirates score some runs as well. What is the total, full game total in this game?
It was 8.5.
8.5. See,
9 now. I see a 9 at points.
Yeah, it's up to 9 now. It is hot there. Phillies again, another park, score some runs over there. So the lean is with the over, but I'm gonna pass.
The super well-cocked play of the day, over 2.5 runs minus 650 for the Phillies. It's the one bet won't fail, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Long term, you lose one of these, but we're getting close to the end of the season, so might have eked out 1/10 of a unit.
You almost lost last week.
But it didn't.
You didn't.
The one guy was upset at us. I'm like, hey, dude, my other 2 bets lost, but don't you tell me that minus 2,000 didn't cash, because it fucking did. Okay.
Yeah. So Holden's undefeated on the whale-cock plays, guys. Congratulations. He's up 1.5 units.
I don't even think there's that much at this point.
Less than a unit on how many plays? 20 plays.
Yeah. So it's just too late to jump in if you haven't been tailing all year.
Yeah. Shout out Jordan Elmore, Joseph Estrada. Appreciate you, Bill Miner. Don't forget to hit the like button. What a goat. Appreciate you guys. Joey,
what do you got going on today? Anything after this?
I'm probably going to go to my parents' house and go in the pool.
Oh, is it really hot out there?
Yeah. It's been hot the last couple days.
So very good. Okay. Next game. Ross Stripling and the Blue Jays in a smash spot against the Angels. Blue Jays minus 265, 230, plus 230 for the Halos. 9 is the total here. Mike Trout, by the way, I found this out on the show. He's 7-11, 3 home runs against Ross Stripling, if you're interested in backing that. But I don't know why you'd back a home run prop at anything less than 300. So talk to me here. Angels, Blue Jays. Can we see the Angels pull this thing out at plus 230?
No. God bless the Angels. I mean, they won a game yesterday. When was the last time they won 2 games in a row?
Been a while.
Yeah, this team sucks. I just have been on the wrong side of the Angels for a lot this year. The couple times I've backed them as a dog, they just shit their pants. So I'm definitely not doing it here. Tucker Davidson, I have no trust in this guy against obviously a good hitting team in Toronto. I guess he pitched decent his last 2 starts, but again, this guy doesn't strike nobody out. he pitches to contact. So against a team that hits the ball hard a lot in this Toronto team, I definitely want no part of it. Stripling, I do expect some regression from Stripling versus Angels team. Likely not. He probably pitches 6 innings, 1 earned run, moves on to his next start. This guy doesn't walk anybody either. Obviously, he doesn't strike many people out. He doesn't walk anybody, so you got to come swinging. The Angels have 2 bats in the lineup that scare me. You get past those 2, you're good to go. So I predict probably about an 8-2 win for the Blue Jays.
What do we got coming up here for football season? Because Run Pure Bets, I'll just say this. Joey absolutely slaughters the postseason. So you're going to get Joey's picks in the playoffs. Football is right around the corner. I've actually had a great preseason. It's been a good one, but the preseason is basically over. We got 2 games today, but you'll get all the NFL stuff, US Open tennis. Golf is winding down. We still got golf stuff. Keg with the NASCAR show. Am I missing anything?
Yeah, college football.
Ooh.
Looks like the Fax Man is coming on board for college football. He tweeted it out. Yeah.
Oof.
God bless.
Desperation move right there. I think it's going to play off. I think it's going to pay off, though. All right. So there's one team that I've watched, unfortunately, more than any other one has been the Rockies this year. And my favorite thing to do is to target their team total under on the road. Now, let me ask one thing before we get into this game, because I forgot. What is your best play of the day, people? I want to see what your best play of the day is. Don't dick around either. Like, seriously, what are you guys or ladies on today? I'm interested in finding out.
And then I like that.
Yeah. And I want to get your thoughts on a bet that I want to make that I haven't made yet. Okay. So Mets, Rockies cannot score on the road. They face Max Scherzer today, who could throw a perfect game. Rockies plus 300, minus 360 for the Mets. The run line is minus 152. Are you kidding me? Total here is 7, but this is what I'm looking at, Joey. Like I told you, first time I ever bet an under 1.5 total. It was nerve-wracking, but DeGrom got it done. They scored under 1.5. Today it's under 2.5, juiced to minus 125. I mean, Scherzer gives up a stray home run here. The question is, for 2 innings, can the back of the Mets bullpen shut things down? Hard lean toward under 2.5. Want to get your thoughts on that bet because I have not bet it yet.
Yeah, I'm not betting it. The Mets, as I mentioned earlier, the Mets shut them down. The bullpen shut them down last night. I think Peterson pitched 6 and then 7, 8, 9. They shut him down for no earned run. So I do expect Colorado to get at least 1 run off the bullpen today. Their lineup, the lineup they throw out there every day is, in my eyes, I think it's pretty decent. But they just can't get the job done. They got blanked. I think they got blanked the last 2 games. I know for sure they didn't score a run last night. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Scherzer probably pitches. The thing is, how many innings of the bullpen are we going to get? Scherzer could easily pitch 8 innings himself, then hand it over to Diaz. Diaz comes in for the close, and it's a 3-1 game. Boom, that's all she wrote. So, I guess the lean would be with the under, but I mean, I'm not really touching it because I do expect. This is the way I'm looking. I do expect Colorado to score 1 run, at least 1 run off Scherzer, and then 1 run off the bullpen. So that's 2. So it's probably about right. The line's about right. I'm not laying the price because you got to lay the juice on the under. So it's a pass for me. Okay. Again, I think this could be a low scoring game. Marquez probably pitches good outside of Coors Field. The Mets offense has disappeared at times as well. So I think the Mets probably score. It's probably like 3-1, 4-1 game Mets.
Yeah, we're getting 125 here. So the under is looking juicy, but not a play. Okay.
I never said it was looking juicy, and it's definitely not a play.
Well, Orioles money line, I got them the last 2 days. I'm afraid they'll lose, but they sweep the Astros. Would be nice to cash a plus 220. Yeah, they're going against Verlander, but dude, that team is trying. Cardinals money line from IC, Mets team total, fade Holden. Joseph, you know it. Mets run line again. I just can't lay that price. I mean, at what point in time do we just look at a run line and say this is just stupid? It's minus 150. Like,
right, you're not laying minus 1.5 with a home team at minus 150.
No,
that's you. Long term, there's no way you're a winner doing that.
No.
So.
You might win today, though.
You might win today, but long term, you ain't doing it. And I bet this sport every single day, so I ain't doing it.
All right, so I'll fade that. I'll fade the under there, and we will continue with the Padres and the Royals. Oh, I'm supposed to tell you to hit the like button now because we're on the Run Pure Sports channel.
No, we're on the Run Pure Bets channel.
Never mind. We're on the Run Pure Bets channel.
I don't have access to the sports channel, so when I run the show, it's on the bet side. That's why we got the inside, the MLB with JoeyWerk, because this is my show, my friend. You're the guest.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're a guest on my show today, okay?
Who knew? Well, you did.
Yeah.
Feliz cumpleaños, dude. Happy birthday. It's good to see you.
Who's not my birthday, bro?
Padres, Royals. Hot. Wind blowing out to left field 10 miles an hour. Royals got a gas can on the mound. And let's face it, Joey, Manaea has not, I don't want to say he's mailing it in, but I've seen a couple of his starts recently. He looks disinterested, or maybe he's just down. Padres. What's that?
Cease, you mean?
Padres, Royals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Padres minus 195, Royals plus 170. Total here is up from 9 to 9.5. Boy, these Padres, since they made the Soto deal, it hasn't been a smooth ride, but everything seems like it's setting up for a big day today between the weather, the pitching. I mean, I could see 10 runs in this game. I'm off it though, Joey. What are you looking at?
Yeah, wind's blowing heavy out as well. And you said Manaea seems disinterested. I just don't think he's that good.
You don't think he's like, I've seen him pitch well. It's just lately he gives up a double. It's like he goes into a shell.
He had maybe every time his ERA the last 3 years has been at least 4 or over 4. Like, the guy is not that good. He gives up runs every single start. Last start, he pitched good against the Nationals. Whoop-de-doo. Start before that, he went 4 innings, gave up 3 earned runs versus Miami. Before that, 5 innings, 3 earned runs. Before that, 4 innings, 8 earned runs. Like, the guy is not that good. He really isn't. He hasn't really struck that many people out this year. His advanced numbers, and don't even look at his advanced numbers this year because they are bad. Slugging percentage almost 500 against. He's walking people almost 10% clip. Hard hit rates through the roof. But, I mean, do we trust Jonathan Heasley here? I personally don't. The guy throws almost a fastball 50% of the time. I mean, the Padres should feast on the fastball here. His exit velocity, hard hit rate is through the roof as well. Slugging is almost 500 against. This guy doesn't strike anybody out, walks a lot of people. So Heasley is definitely a no-go for me. The lean is definitely with the over because I expect the Royals to score some runs as well. Wind's blowing heavy out here. I know it's not as hot as in some other parks, but wind's blowing almost 50 miles an hour out here. So I do lean with the over. Obviously, that's why the number is 9.5 in places.
God, I really want to bet that.
Yeah, I'm not betting it, so it's a pass.
9.5 is a lot of runs per game.
Yeah, the Royals lineup is not that good. They got some young guys in there. Pasquino went to the IL, who was raking for a little bit there. So that's where I'm at.
You're a baseball card guy. Did you see the 52 Mantle went for $12.6 million last night?
Where did that sell on? I did not.
It was a 9.5 SGC.
Golden
Heritage Auctions.
Heritage, got it. Yeah.
That's bought for $50K in 1991. Now 12.6.
Wow. How much did it sell for?
$50K.
No,
which was a lot.
I
remember. Whew, that's quite the investment.
How much did it sell for last night?
12.6.
12.6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. The logo man of LeBron James just sold for, I want to say, $3.5 million, which is a card that just came out this year.
Dude, isn't this going to come back? Like, at some point, this reminds me of the late 80s when it was just like, at some point in time, the bubble's got to burst.
I don't like, singles have gone down a little bit now, but people are still chasing like cards right now are just crazy. The box cost $1,600 for a box.
Do they like the old cards still? Like, obviously Mickey Mantle and stuff, but
yeah. Like, obviously not during my age, the 90s-ish was a lot of junk wax where they overproduced a shit ton. None of those cards are really worth money, but before that, all those cards are worth a good amount. Yeah.
All my LeBron rookies and fucking Michael Jordans that are not rookies. Hopefully they'll get Kobe's. People love the Kobe.
Kobe's, every Kobe card you can sell. Every single
F and Bob's on the Royals team total over 3.5. Corey Jones, what site do y'all use for your odds and update news? Action Network has live odds. There's a few different places you can go.
Yeah, VSiN, there's another one.
Yeah, VSiN's one that I use, but you got to have a subscription for that. Shows you all the line movement too. But Action Network for me is probably the easiest.
Yeah, there's a couple different ones.
Roto Wire is another one. So there's a lot of different places to go. All right, let's go to our next game. And that would be, did we do Arizona and the White Sox? We did not.
No.
So let's do it right now. Diamondbacks plus 165 going up against Dylan Cease, who struck out or who struggled these last two starts. We'll see if he gets back on track. Vegas thinks he will at minus 190. 7.5 is the total here. JoeyWerk, can we believe in Dylan Cease again against the Diamondbacks offense that really isn't too good?
I think we can believe in Dylan Cease. Can we believe in the Chicago White Sox as a team? No. They lost the last two games versus Arizona team. Arizona has made them look like poop. Arizona has scored a shit ton of runs off the bullpen as well. And Davies, I mean, the last month, all of August, Davies has pitched pretty damn good. He's only allowed 5 total earned runs in almost 16 innings of work. So he has pitched pretty good. 4 of those games were on the road. Obviously not the best of teams, Colorado twice, San Fran, and Kansas City. I definitely don't trust Davies, really. Cease, I do like Cease a lot, but the last 2 starts, he looked bad against Houston and Baltimore. I think he comes back here, though, and pitches probably 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 earned run. Maybe gives up a solo dong to somebody. Otherwise, I think he pitches pretty damn good. I think this is the White Sox game to win. If they're going to win a game in the series, they should win this one. Tony La Russa, who the hell knows? He'll probably figure out a way to lose the game. Maybe walk somebody on a 1-2 count or whatever the hell he's doing. But this White Sox team is very overrated. They're 1 game under 500. There's no way they should be laying 200. I don't care if Babe Ruth's on the hill. Seriously. So this is a total stay away from me.
Okay. Like button would be nice on the bet side. That would be terrific. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I highly recommend you do. You'll get notifications anytime the guys go on here. Baltimore and Houston, Verlander's a 245 favorite. Orioles plus 210. Again, this Orioles team, man. Are they going for a sweep today?
They are.
Oh my God. Total here is 7. Man, don't discount the Orioles. This is a fun team. Normally people love to bet Verlander on the run line. I don't think that's a great idea today, personally, Joey. I think this Orioles team is just a bunch of grinders, and I think they lift Verlander a little bit early. They got a lot bigger things to go for than running Verlander into the ground.
Yeah, that would be that's a hot take there, Holden.
Why?
I mean, that's probably likely not going to happen. So that's a hot take from you.
Oh, okay.
I like it. Usually you're a chalk daddy. I like it. I mean, Austin Voth on the other end, another guy basically throws his 4-seamer 50% of the time. So I think that's a recipe for disaster against this Houston team who has struggled the last 2 games. He has pitched, somewhat decent as of late. You know what you're going to basically get out of him. He'll pitch about 5 innings, 5 and maybe 6 innings if you're lucky. Likely not, but he'll probably pitch 5 innings, 2 earned, 3 earned runs. Hand it over to the bullpen, and this Baltimore bullpen has been really, really good all year. Honestly, all year they have been really good. They finally have a closer in Felix, and Houston on the other end. Obviously, a very good team here. They're trying not to get swept. Verlander has been, he pitched good his last start, but the couple of starts before that, he actually gave up a couple runs. He gave up 6 earned runs in the last 2 starts before that against the White Sox and Texas. Other than that, he hadn't given up more than 1 run in 10 straight starts. So I think this is probably a low-scoring game. I do think Houston wins this one, but as you mentioned, the Orioles are a lot of fun to watch. They're 8 games over 500. Who would have thought the Orioles be 8 games over 500 with about a month to play? God bless them. They're trying to fight for that last wild card spot. I honestly think they probably do sneak into that last wild card spot before the playoffs, which would be pretty cool to watch. And you know what? I attribute it all to them moving the fences back. No joke. If they move that fence back in, there will be multiple other home runs, more than likely for the opposing teams playing in that stadium. So this has just helped their starting lineup, helped the bullpen, and helped the team overall. So God bless whoever was in charge that made that change. God bless them, and now they're in the hunt.
So yeah, man, and there's no Jordan in the lineup again, and the bottom of that lineup doesn't look great.
True.
Trey Mancini will be fun. Why did the O's trade Trey Mancini? Because his contract was coming up.
Yep.
They had to get something for him. Just getting that hooker money line early. Blue Jays.
Honestly, I'm lucky. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't trade more people before the deadline, but I guess they were somewhat into it. The Orioles are normally trading everybody right before the deadline, but they were somewhat into it. They wanted to fully give up, so they only traded Trey Mancini, and it has worked out for them. They called up young guys, and here they are.
I'm not going to bother breaking down the Giants and the Twins because you got a bet here. Giants -103, Twins -110, 8.5 is the total. What do you like in this game, Joey?
Yeah, so I'm taking the Giants on the money line here. I got plus 100 via Sugar House early this morning. I think you could probably get -105, worst place. So the line really hasn't moved much there, but definitely taking San Fran on the money line. Aaron Sanchez is a gas can. And this Minnesota bullpen, I definitely don't trust either. I know Minnesota has won. I'm pretty sure they won both games. I know last night Giants bullpen blew the game in the ninth. The Giants were up 2-0 in the ninth, blew the game, and Minnesota came back and won in extras. But on the other end, Aaron Sanchez, he'll probably pitch what you're going to get out of him too. This guy ain't going to pitch more than 5 innings. That's for damn sure. He's going to hand it over to the bullpen, where I definitely see some volatility in this Twins bullpen. I have them ranked. Let me just pull up my bullpen. I have them ranked as 11th worst bullpen in baseball this year. So I definitely expect some runs from them. I know it doesn't look like the Giants have a lineup out yet, which is, it's fine with me. And Junis on the other end, Junis will probably pitch about 6 innings, give up 2 or 3 earned runs. Hopefully he can limit this team. This Twins offense has definitely disappeared at times. And Junis has pitched pretty good. He had 1 bad start this month. Other than that, he's pitched pretty damn good. His strikeout numbers are up. So I do expect him to limit this Minnesota lineup. The Minnesota, really, the only 2 I'm scared of is 1 and 2 in this lineup. Past that, the bottom of this lineup looks ugly as well. So I do like my chances here. The better pitcher, arguably the better lineup here. I'm going to take the Giants on the road at plus 100.
I'm coming right back at you because you got another bet here. I was just looking at Brewers, one of the highest scoring teams in day games. They love blasting during the day. Roof is closed, though. Could suppress a little offense. Brewers -162, Cubs plus 143, 8.5 the total. Adrian Sampson and the lefty Eric Lauer, the pitching matchup here. Talk to me about Sampson.
Yeah, so the Brewers have struck out I think, 4th or 5th most in all of baseball. And Sampson has, I know he pitched really bad his last start out there, but if you throw that out, past that, he hasn't pitched terrible. They're going to pitch him. He pitched 4 or 5 innings every single start, and past that, a strikeout. So in Baltimore, 6 strikeouts. Against Cincinnati, 6 strikeouts. Miami, 4 strikeouts. San Fran, 6 strikeouts. Pittsburgh, 3. That's the last 5 past that St. Louis start. The under-over on strikeouts for him is 3.5 versus a team striking out the 5th most in baseball. I'm going to be honest. So my official play here is Adrian Sampson over 3.5 strikeouts. I got that at -130. You could still get it at -135 via DraftKings right now. So that'll be my 3rd and last official play. I don't want to take the sides because the Brewers likely probably win this game. It will probably be low scoring and close. I'm not exactly high on Eric Lauer either on the other side. I know he's pitched good his last couple starts, but I really don't trust the guy. He doesn't have anything overpowering. He really relies on people swinging outside the zone. Do the Cubs do that? They probably do, but I'm just going to stay away. So the official plays Adrian Sampson over 3.5 strikeouts.
All right, guys, you want to throw your favorite bet in? Let's do it. F and Bob's taking a small shot on the O's, money line plus 185. You can probably get a better number than that. If you shop around, you should get over 200 on that price. So if you're taking a shot at 185, that's the only number you can get. That's fine. I got him at 210 on Bet Rivers. So see if you can shop around, find a little better line here. Drew Hutchinson, Koji Orihara. God, I don't even want to mess with Orihara. The Tigers strike out at a ridiculous clip. Detroit plus 148, Texas -167, 8.5 is the total. I want to run away from this game, Joey.
Yeah. How many runs did Tigers score last night? 15. I took the Tigers money line last night, even money. I don't know who was setting those odds, but thank you for that free money. Now we get O'Hara versus Hutchinson. So I missed O'Hara's first start where he got smashed. Mm-hmm. I bet against him his second start where he pitched phenomenal. So I'm going to stay away, but this guy is definitely due to give up some runs. And, this Tigers team, as they bring up these young guys, this young talent, they want it more. And I think they'll score more runs and they'll potentially, be a better team. This lineup, other than they don't really have many young guys in there except for Riley Green and Carpenter. Carpenter's a beast, and Cody Clemens, but he can't hit the side of a pineapple. So I mean, O'Hara over strikeouts is definitely a look. I don't exactly know what that number's at. It's at, you probably get at 4 in places. I know it's 3.5, but juiced to the over. So I'm not going to lay that much juice, but he probably does strike out a couple guys here. I think Texas wins. Hutchinson hasn't been great. Advanced numbers very bad. But minus 165 with an unproven starter. No, thank you. This is again a pass.
A's and the Yankees. So the A's won that game last night, huh? They got dropped the first 2. The Yankees money line has dropped from plus 240 down to or minus 240 to minus 215. A's plus 185, 8.5 is the total. And then you look at Clark Schmidt today. Maybe you haven't heard, but we're going to get a lot of bullpen, right? And then you got Adrian Martinez on the other side. Boy, he's probably in for a rude awakening. Before you get into breaking the handicap down, can you talk to me a little bit about the Yankees and where they are right now, like as a team?
I mean, they went through a rough stretch, but I do think it was predicted. That's not the right word, but basically they sat Giancarlo Stanton. He wasn't hurt. Mm-hmm. They sat him for a full month just so he'd be ready for the playoffs. They were going through a stretch where they were sitting people. They needed, that little boost. So they did call up, obviously, Esteban Florial, who is booty cheeks, but they also called up that young guy, Oswaldo or Cabrera, not Oswaldo, but that's the other guy. But he's been playing really well. He plays everywhere across the diamond. He played right field, second base, shortstop, center field. He has been absolutely amazing. The bat hasn't fully migrated to the majors yet, but that's, give here or there. He's doing better than Joey Gallo is doing. Okay, so they need a little spark. They brought him up. Giancarlo Stanton now back in the lineup. Now some of the pitchers, they just put Nasty Nestor on the IL. They just put Chapman just got a tattoo and got an infection with his tattoo.
What a dumbass.
Now on the IL. So this is the time to rest the guys so they're ready for the playoffs, and I'm fine with it. They did go through a streak. People are friggin' getting overreacting. Like, they're still up 9 games in the AL. People are overreacting like shit. Message me on Twitter like, oh, the Yankees stink. Like, can you guys wait? It's 162 games. If you expect Giancarlo Stanton to play a whole 162, you don't know baseball. So it is what it is. They'll be fine. They're going to smash today. Clark Schmidt, I am very high on Clark Schmidt. Basically, he was in the bullpen for a long time. They're trying to transition him to a starter. And he has really, really good stuff. He was either a closer or starter. He has really, really good stuff. I know he pitched. So I'm pretty sure this is his first start of the year. I know the last game versus the Mets, he came out of the bullpen, got the win. It's essentially the save. He pitched the 7th, 8th, and 9th of that game. The thing is, his leash isn't long enough yet. He hasn't really built up the whole repertoire. I know they sent him down to the minors, and he did pitch a couple starts in the minors, and he was amazing in the minors. He pitched 5 innings, 1 earned run, 6 innings, no earned, 11 strikeouts, and 4 2/3, 7 strikeouts. His last 3 starts, those are all in August. Then he got the call back up to the majors, and now this will be his first start in the majors. I think he just probably pitched about 4 innings here, because 4, maybe 5, depending on his pitch count, but I think he shuts down this Oakland team if I ever seen one. And Adrian Martinez on the other end, the guy, his numbers in the minors have been terrible. His numbers, he has almost a 6 ERA in the minors this year. Last year he had almost a 6 ERA in the minors. This guy is a journeyman. If you ever known the word journeyman, he fits right in there. He's pitched 5 starts in the majors this year. His ERA is almost 8. xFIP is almost 6. Like, it's not. He hasn't got unlucky. He just stinks. And the Yankees should score some runs here. The under, I was looking at the team total over for the Yankees, but you have to bet 5 really. 4.5 is juiced. It's like minus 130, minus 135 at 4.5. You have to bet 5. So I stayed away. Maybe lay a 1.5 with the run line with the Yankees. But again, after Clark Schmidt gets out, the Yankees bullpen has not been great. They've used Ronnie Marcicano, couldn't throw a strike last night. That he basically they played an extra, so a lot of guys pitched yesterday as well. So I do expect Oakland to score a couple runs off the bullpen. So I stayed away here, but I do like the Yankees to score some runs.
All right, 2 more games to go. Before we do that, hit the like button. Never a better time to get in on Run Pure Bets as well, especially down the stretch here in Major League Baseball. Joey's going to kill it again in the playoffs. NFL, college football, keg with the NASCAR, U.S. Open tennis, that's starting up. So much going on here over at Run Pure Bets. Go check out the site, sign up, and go see how you're doing, man. It's really good to tail there. Let's just face it. We got some really good guys to break things down. The other thing I was looking at, when did the Orioles pass the Mariners in the wild card race here? Because the M's are a game and a half back. They got Robbie Ray on the mound. He's been going bananas. His last 4 starts, ERA in the low 2s, I think 2.08, 34 Ks over those starts. Never liked backing Aaron Savali. So let's go look at this one in Seattle, where the M's are minus 150, Guardians plus 132. Total's just 7. I mean, I love the Mariners here, but it's minus 150, and I'm not playing a run line. So talk to me, Joey.
Yeah, I think some money has come in overnight on the Guardians. Savali has pitched pretty well. Like his last 5 starts, he's actually pitched pretty damn good. He hasn't allowed more than 2 earned runs in any of those starts. His advanced numbers show that is a little lucky. He also did pitch against Kansas City, the White Sox, Detroit twice, and San Diego. Definitely not the best of offenses. But Seattle's offense definitely disappears at times. That's for damn sure. And Mr. Tight Pants on the other end, as you guys know, I am definitely a fan of him. Guy strikes out a shit ton almost every time he goes out there. But this Guardians team doesn't strike out much. And they struck out how many times yesterday? They struck out a shit ton yesterday. So do they strike out a lot on back-to-back days? That's here and there. We'll find that out. I probably don't think so. They probably, this is probably, again, another low-scoring game. I think Seattle likely wins this game. It's probably about 4-2, 5-2, maybe Seattle as the finish. I definitely like Seattle. I'm not laying the number, so I'm off it.
Okay, last game for you. Will be the Braves and the Cardinals. Joey, what's your Twitter handle? Let's get some Twitter follows here.
Yeah, get me some Twitter follows. Get me up to 4,000. I'll give away something for free.
All right. I think I'll do the same. Seriously, dude, I've been stuck between 15 and 15.9 for the last 2 years. I'd like to get to 16,000 followers.
Who's dick's bigger? Holden's like, oh, Joey's almost
got
4,000 followers. Holden's like, I almost got 16,000 followers. No,
I've been stuck, though. No,
I got it.
Like all my guys.
Follow Holden Kushner. Even if you mute him, just follow him, then hit
do
the
that.
Button.
Do that.
Yeah.
At Holden Radio and then mute me.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be the way to go.
Get Holden up to 16,000 followers. The guy is, famous as they get. He's a great host, funny guy.
All right.
His picks aren't the
enough.
best.
That's enough. Your Braves, or what is it, a plus 800 ticket or 600?
Yeah,
which one?
plus 800. The Braves to win the division. I got that like 2 weeks ago. We
got a little line movement here for the Cardinals Braves Sunday Night Baseball rubber game of the 3-game set. I looked last night, Joe, and I saw a minus 114 for the Cardinals. I wake up minus 129. So money came in overnight. Braves, dogs on the road at plus 114. 8.5 is the total here. Jake Odorizzi, dude, his whip is 163. That is not good. He's got a lot of guys on the bases. I don't know how you go against Adam Wainwright here, but talk to me. Can you find an angle on the team that you're wearing their hat?
Yeah. I mean, Wainwright has been amazing at home, as he's been basically his whole career. His home road splits this year have been the biggest difference in his career, though. He almost has a 5 xFIP on the road, and at home it's almost 2, a little under 2. So I do think he pitches good here. He just loves taking the ball at home, and God bless the man. Odorizzi, I definitely don't trust. I definitely think I do think they score. I do think it Braves, because the Braves offense is very good. I do think they score some runs off of Waino. How many? I don't think a crazy amount. So they probably score about 2 off of Waino, get a couple, maybe 2 more off the bullpen, maybe another one off the bullpen. So they probably score 3. I do think St. Louis scores some runs. So my lean is definitely with the full game over. I know this is a Sunday night game. As you guys know, Sunday night, the wind looks like it's blowing out. It's going to be hot there. I'm pretty sure that number was 8. It opened at 8, maybe even opened at 7.5, and that number has continued to get bet up, and I think it's at 8.5 now. You can probably find 8 in places. So the lean is definitely with the over, because I do think Atlanta scores. I think St. Louis scores, but that's where I'm at here. Gregory
Russo, he likes it. He likes the Cardinals tonight, so there you go. The O's are a game and a half behind the Mariners. That's what I looked at. I was like, holy shit, how did the Mariners blow that so quickly? But they didn't. So that's good. One more plug for the site, Joey. We're done with the games here.
RunPureBets.com, promo code NFL15 to get 15% off until you cancel. So every month until you cancel. Obviously, football, NFL's right around the corner. We got JJ, Holden, obviously. We got Spread, Tyler. Don't forget, D. I think you went 10-0 yesterday on soccer. So
what?
I gotta give him a shout out. That's for sure. 10-0-2. There was 2 pushes, but he didn't have a loser in there, so I got to give him a shout out for that. As I mentioned, Faxman's coming on for college football. Great time to sign up if you guys want. Every play, every day, fully tracked. So best transparency in the market. If you're down, you're up for the month. It's all fully tracked on our spreadsheet. Down or up on the year, down or up on your entire career. It's all fully tracked on our Run Pure Bet spreadsheet.
Okay, you want to do your best bet now? No sex talk today. Oh, Gregory, I've had bronchitis. I've had a dry bench since Monday. So there's been no sex this week. There's nothing to report. That's
there you go. Why. I got a funny story. So my brother stayed over at my house last night. He calls me up. He's like, hey, can I stay over? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, I'm bringing the ring card girl over. I was like, what does that mean? For me? Or he's like, no, I'm going to bang her at your house. I'm like, all right, no doubt. So he brought the ring card girl home. She's a smoke. And he did.
Did you hear him banging her?
No.
Well, that's good because that would be really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's your brother, right? Yeah, you don't need to deal with that.
He was in the guest room. We're good.
Okay. Let me see here.
Yeah, so my best bets, Reds money line -114 via Sugar House. Adrian Sampson over 3.5 strikeouts. That is -130 via BetMGM. And then Giants money line I gave out overnight +100. You can get that about -105 right now.
All right, very good. Give me the Reds, Nats over 8, Reds team total over 4.5. And I guess you talked me off the ledge on the Rockies under 2.5. Boy, I'll have to continue to think about that, but I do
appreciate everybody that hung out on Sunday. Hit the like button before you bounce out. Bill Miner said he just followed JoeyWerk. I'm already following Holden. Appreciate you, Bill.
Good.
River Rats had pictures or it never happened. Great show from Gregory Russo. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everyone that hung out. Bared with us without JJ.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it, man.
Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing stuff here. All right, guys. We're going to get out of here. Guys and girls. Be back next Sunday, I'm sure. Bill Miner, dry bench, dude. What are you going to do? Some shit happens. You get sick, you can't do anything. It's all right. For Joey, I'm Holden. Joey, get us out of here.
Yeah, happy Sunday, everyone.